Alright, here we're going to look at finding the value of a new score that will yield a given mean. Remember, mean is the same as average. So the problem states Charmaine has scored 86, 82, and 89 on her previous 3 tests. What score does she need on her next test so that her average or mean is 86? Well, remember, we find the mean by adding up all numbers and then dividing by how many numbers there are. So if we were to write this out using algebra, we'd write 86 plus 82 plus 89 plus x, our fourth score, all divided by 4 has to equal our 86. Alright, so this is a little bit hard to read here. Good. And that's a 2. So all we need to do now is work through the algebra to find out what x is. X is the fourth score, and that's the question. What score does she need on her next test? Alright, so if we add these up, we get 257 plus x all over 4 equals 86. Now, we need to get this x all by itself, so that means we need to eliminate this fraction. So let's multiply the whole thing by 4, which is the same thing as 4 over 1. So these cross cancel, and we end up with just 257 plus x on the left side of the equal sign, and then we have to distribute this 4 times 86, and we get 344. Okay, that's a 4. Alright, the rest is easy. We subtract a 257 from both sides. We end up with x is equal to 87. So she's got to score an 87 on her next test in order to get an average of 86. Okay, let's look at one more example. So this is a 4-day cross-country biking challenge. Tony's biked 54, 53, and 46 miles on the first 3 days. How many miles does he need to bike on the last day to average 51? So just like before, our process is to add these 3 numbers, then add an x, divide by 4, and set it equal to the 51. So algebraically, we'd write 54 plus 53 plus 46 plus x, all divided by 4, has to equal 51. And as usual, we just solve for x. We combine these and we get 153 plus x all over 4 equals 51. Multiply by 4, we get 153 plus x equals 204. Subtract 153 from both sides, and we get x equals 51. So Tony has to bike 51 miles on the last day to average 51 miles for each of the 4 days.